What is up guys, Andy here, Forest Team Runner, and I'm back with a video today talking to you about my top 4 tips for you guys to have a successful training cycle. Now you can apply these tips to your 5k, 10k, half marathon, marathon training cycles, whatever it might be, whatever you're training for. These are my personal top 4 favourite tips that I always abide by and they always see me through. So without further ado, let's jump into number 1. So my number 1 tip guys is to have a routine, and by routine I don't mean a training plan. Training plans I find are fantastic, but I mean just a routine, just a running routine. What days are you going to go out? It's far more beneficial even if you can just run once or twice a week to say, right, I can run Monday and Thursday this week, and I can run that consistently throughout my plan. Obviously there's variation, we have families, we have lives, we have obligations outside of running, but if you can make it as consistent as possible, because at the end of the day consistency is key, then that's going to be far better for you than saying, hey, right, okay, I can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday this week, and then next week, oh, I can only do Thursday, and the week after, oh, I can only do Thursday and Saturday, and the week after, oh, I've got 4 days free, so I'm going to do all those 4. If you can just stick to a routine and chuck in extra days if you can, fantastic. But if you've got a routine and you know certain days are going to work, stick to it. It helps no end. As I said, consistency is the name of the game over any course of running training, whatever it might be. And with consistency has to come some form of routine. So as I said, not particularly talking about a training plan, just have set days in mind that you know will work for you. For example, for me, I know that 9 times out of 10 most weeks I can run a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. That has been my routine for over a year, almost 3 years, even my whole entire duration of running. That has almost been my routine, and that for me has proven a massive part in progression. So guys, number 1, have a routine. Tip number 2 guys, negative split workouts. I used last week's live stream to talk about negative split workouts and running in general. It was a fantastic live stream, got a load of feedback from it, which was great. And for me, negative split workouts, especially over this latest training cycle, have been phenomenal. So this is kind of more for, I guess, the advanced runners or someone that has gone through a few training cycles already, or maybe you're wanting to jump into your first ever training cycle and you want to take it seriously. Then think about negative split running, and what that is basically is where you run progressively faster through your workout. If you're doing reps, let's say you make the second half of your rep cycle quicker than the first. If you're negative split running a distance, let's say 6 miles, the second 3 miles are going to be quicker than the first 3 miles. So it's about progression through the run. Again, numerous points that I could reel off as to why it's great. Number 1 for me, more so than anything, is the confidence it builds. If you start to build that confidence where you can run quicker on tired legs at the end of a run, you know, that breeds confidence throughout your body, throughout your mind, because as we say all the time, running is more, well, it's just as mental as it is physical. And when you're having to dig deep in a race at the end, it pays dividends to know that you've been through so many workouts throughout your training cycle that you've had to dig deep at the end. So that for me is key, and also it just, as I said, it just teaches you to run on tired legs. And again, another fantastic reason why I love negative split running is it controls your start. It makes you subconsciously, without really thinking about it, go, I'm gonna go out here and I'm not gonna bolt off, I'm gonna work into the run. And again, it leaves you feeling fresh and much better than, again, 9 out of 10 of the other runners. You'll pass a load of people. Again, highlighted in my recent race. Just felt strong towards the end, guys, and we pushed on, and that is, I believe, all down to negative split running. So if you can do it, so many benefits to it, guys. Negative split running. Number 3 guys, practice your fasted running. So every Monday morning is a fasted run for me. No food, no drink. Get up, get the trainers on, get out the door, and it tends to be 6 to 7 miles ish, around an hour, nice easy pace, and I go and get that done. Now I used to do fasted running in my first year, I stopped. I then watched a video of Donato, aka the running guru. He was talking about the benefits of fasted running, and I thought to myself at the time, and I commented on his video and said, oh my gosh, I used to do this, I don't know why I don't do it anymore. And I got back into it probably middle of last year, and ever since then I've kept that going. Now, there are multiple benefits for this. Number 1, obviously, it teaches your body to burn fat as a fuel, teaches you to become a more efficient, I believe, long distance runner, because as we all know, with long distance running, especially marathon and beyond, we really need to teach our bodies to start utilising that fat as a fuel. You'll find that newer beginner runners plough themselves full of gels, have a massive sugar crash maybe, you know, after 20 miles, and, you know, either hit the wall or slump home. So by the time that you've practiced fasted running for a while, it's going to teach your body to utilise fat as a fuel. Yes, it's obviously still tiring towards the end of a marathon, but your body is a bit more efficient at dealing with that tiredness, and that goes hand in hand with running with negative split workouts. When you're teaching your body to run fast on tired legs, those two things combined are fantastic. What that's also done, guys, for me, is allow me to do my long runs with no fuel intake whatsoever. I will get up, have a very light breakfast, maybe just a tortilla wrap or two, and that's it. I can go out there without having to take gels and water, and I am running anywhere between 17 to 20 miles on that run, and I just don't feel the need to fuel at all. Again, first year I needed to fuel a lot, now nothing. And again, all these things link in hand and enable us to become better and more efficient runners. And not only that, guys, but we get used to fueling before our run, and it's a mental thing as well. It teaches us that actually we don't need to fuel before a run all the time. We can teach our body, as I said, to burn fat as a fuel, and that enables us to go out and get some runs done without having to worry about it. So it's as big a mental aspect as it is physical, but it is a top tip. So that is tip number 3. The fourth and final tip, guys, and you might laugh at this one, but I swear by it: eat like a horse on your rest days. So if you have a really intense training cycle and you are getting sort of, this is probably more for the longer distance runners, maybe half marathon and beyond. I'm going to say half marathon because that's what I'm on at the moment, and I'm eating like a horse, but especially the marathon runners as well. You get midway through the plan, you're really starting to feel those workouts. It's tiring, it's mentally fatiguing, it's everything, and you need to recover. We talk about recovery. I'm not mentioning that in today's video. I've done enough talks on recovery before, but a massive part of recovery is eating, guys. You know, if you go into a massive workout, let's say for me, for example, I might do a workout Tuesday night and Thursday night. If I don't eat well on Wednesday, my Thursday night workout can be absolutely horrific, and that can be down to the fact I can go, oh, is it tired legs, am I tired, is it this, is it that, and it could simply be the fact that I haven't replaced the calories that I needed to from the Tuesday night session and provided my body with the sufficient energy that it needs to function. We know that if we're doing 2 workouts a week, that it is going to take its toll on us, and we must fill back up. So eat like a horse, eat like a marathon runner. You know, you need to get those calories in, especially in between sessions. It is so important to just literally eat like a horse. I'm not exaggerating, guys. I can well in excess eat 3,500–4,000 calories on Sundays. If I do a really big workout on the Tuesday night and I go home and I have a bit of food when I get home, get to bed, I wake up the next day and think, right, today is fueling day, and my lunchbox for work is double the size of normal. So, you know, as much as it sounds funny, guys, it's really serious, and it will really help you progress through your plan. Obviously, we need energy, we need that fuel. When those workouts get intense, we need something in us to give us the strength to finish it. So that's it, guys. Those are my top 4 tips on how to effectively go through a training cycle. As I said, they're a little bit different. They're not the things that you might normally find on some other videos. These are all from personal experience for me. I hope they benefit you in some way, and I do hope that your training cycles at the moment, because I know a lot of you are in spring marathon, half marathon, 10k, ultra marathon training, whatever it might be, whatever race you're doing, I know you're training hard for it. So guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and stay tuned for Friday when I'm releasing week 14 of this half marathon training series. Until next time.